Because I have decided to exist. I have decided to live. I live life to the full. I come from a very aristocratic background, but I refuse to be in that lacuna, that low-level, demented mindset. You know why? Bad men rule because good ones don't want to get involved. And as a result of that, the worst of us are today ruling the best and the rest of us. And that must stop. Out of those things we commonize can actually bring out things that may change the total perception of us as a country. That is what you as a youth in Nigeria today must do. You must seize your space. Power is not given. Power is taken. And the power unchallenged is legitimate. You know, where the worst of us are celebrated as the epitome and representation of the best of us, because the best of us are too scared to make that move. So when you live here and you go back home and remain yourselves, you are a failure first to you than to others. There is a total disconnect. For me to remember that you are a northerner is a problem, because a nation is not a geographical expression. A nation is a state of mind. These kids are protesting. The Nigerian home video and the Nigerian music scene has actually accorded a cultural colonization of the African mindset. And yet those who rule us don't even tie into it. They don't see that. Nigeria hates itself so much, they don't celebrate what is ours. Only two things make a nation: its emblem and its flag. Any other thing is inconsequential. Only the emblem and the flag. So if an American wants to die and is going to war, and then they are going to bomb the place, he's going to take on a suicide mission, he pulls the nearest flag and ties it around his waist. In Nigeria, you use the Nigerian army colors, they will send you to jail. You take a camera and go to the airport. You want to record the Nigerian airport. The Nigerian airport police will stop you. How can you showcase the tourism potential of your people when you don't showcase the gateway of the nation? It must be in your mind. You must live it, you must breathe it, and you must sell it. Green, white, green becomes something else. They create an ethos and breathe into it. Taribo West was a living ambassador of this country. With his dreads going into the football match, he colored the dreads green, white, green. That is what we should do. You put a flag in your car here, police will stop you. You decrease. Who get that flag? No, imagine. If there is a Nigerianness, I will not be thinking about quota system. I will not be thinking about federal character. I won't care whether the ministers are Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo. I won't care whether any of them are Muslims or Christians. So long as they deliver value that will change the arithmetic of the pay pocket. That is what is key. The youth of this country, the future is in your hand. It's in your hand. About 4 or 5 of you were talking about education. I was happy. But at the time Nigeria will move. But the move will be make our voices emerge, so that we can change the political arithmetic of this country, so that we can instill a generational change of seismic proportions in this country. Because if you don't vote, the vote won't count. So if you don't register to vote, if you don't engage, you have already disenfranchised yourself and disenfranchised those who depend on you. You disengage even before you can engage. I will say this without missing words. You cannot move a people forward if you don't raise their brain power upward. It is the raising of the brain power. You don't need to be NGO. Those things are not important. If you don't have a voter's card, you must have a voter's card. I don't care about the party. Just sacrifice your partiness for the sake of your Nigerianness. When we listen to Flavor, we don't remember his Igbo. But Flavor hardly sings in English. But the things that bring us together are greater than the things that polarize us. And those things that polarize us are actually accentuated by people who lock themselves behind the sanctuary of locked doors at night and design and redesign our national wealth to their personal gains. And then they throw things that divide the common man in the open domain. Why would I kill myself for anybody in political office? Until you begin to draft that arithmetic and see that the boy from Borno State, whether the boy is Kanuri, doesn't matter. Whether that boy is Arugu from Guso, it doesn't matter. What matters is the creation of a stronger, more vital Nigeria, built not on the soul-reading backs of the poor, but built on an enforced, entrenched, educated, liberated back of that same poor. Because the rich are nothing when the poor says they are nothing. Don't go back as uneducated as you were before you came in. When you go back now, you become an opinion leader and an opinion molder. Because the future of this country, it doesn't take 15, 20 weeks to change the arithmetic of political thinking. When you have the instrument to change it on your palm. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, and your Snapchat, your WhatsApp. When you keep dishing out positive messages, I hope we'll be able to move this a little forward. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.